Well, what was I thinking? I did a thing, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the thing that I did, but I decided to do that thing anyways, and this is what happened. Yep, I am the proud new owner of a 1978 Dodge Maxi Van Metacruiser ambulance. Yep, that happened. I honestly just barely had this delivered here. It just literally, I'm gonna put Toner's ball away. It just literally showed up on the truck and got dropped off. I haven't hardly had a chance to look at it at all, other than to make sure that things in the back were secured so that it could be transported. And so you're gonna be seeing all this new as I do. The reason why I decided to get this was A, it's just cool. I mean, it's an ambulance. What can you, it's just cool. B, my family had one of these growing up, not an ambulance, but we had a Dodge Maxi van, van like this. I think it was like an 83 to 85 or something like that. So it was a little bit newer, but pretty much the same size, a lot of the same looks. So it was just kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. I've seen that before. Where am I at? AB3, because it only has 18,000 miles on it. Let me show you here. 18,700 and something. I don't remember for sure. Right there, 18,157 miles on it. That's it. This thing is like brand new. And then the final reason is because of this right here. That's right. This is a four-wheel drive ambulance. So I'm pretty excited about it, but let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick and see. All the lights and everything are on here, and so that's kind of cool. I'm probably gonna have to pull stickers off. I still need to talk to them and see exactly what I need to do as far as making it to where I can legally drive it on the roads and not cause confusion. I'm pretty sure the lights can stay, but I'm quite certain that the ambulance, those symbols, all that have to go. So there you are, Metacruiser Maxi Van. There's that information right there. So pretty cool. It's got the big rear step on the back, which hangs out a lot. That's going to be the one issue with four-wheel drive. You can see how much of a departure angle issue we're going to have. The other thing that I noticed on this, the transfer case is right in the middle and hangs down pretty low. So as far as clearance and breakover angles and stuff like that, not super great. But I never intended or never thought that this would be like a hardcore off-roader. I'm just thinking that it's gonna be able to go down the sandy roads and snow and mud, stuff like that we run into on some of our regular roads, just to get it in a little bit deeper. So all the lights, got the double doors on the side. I did notice that this spotlight here has been broken off and is missing, so I might have to look at trying to find another one of those, or just fill it in. These old style, old school spotlights, pretty cool on that. If I'm understanding right, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of looking. I think this either has the 400 or the 440 big block V8 in it, because it's the Tradesman right here, the Tradesman chassis, Tradesman 300, which, if I remember right, that's the full 1-ton chassis, which makes sense with it being an ambulance with it being an ambulance and a four-wheel drive. So so I think that's what I'm going to expect, is either a 400 or a 440 big block. So let's look in the front here real quick. I have no idea what that is. Stop engine before. Not sure what that is. Oh, I think that might be a battery switch. I think that's what that is you can switch batteries on it. You've got the engine battery, and then I'm pretty sure you've probably got another battery that handles everything else, which, yeah, that might come into play a little bit later. So crawl up in here. So here's all of our light switches up there, and standby monitor. I don't know exactly what that means, if that's talking to the back. Motor will be underneath that doghouse. This looks so familiar to me. I remember that. I think this is an ashtray from my youth, so really cool. And all this stuff's pretty standard, I think. Oh, I probably better put it back in. It is in park. Okay. Battery's dead, so battery's not going to do anything right now at all. But I will. I'm working my way back. So yeah, all this up here is pretty standard. I don't know what's in here. Oh, just wiring access to this top, I guess. Wires. Interesting. But look at this. I mean, this isn't cracked or anything. Just in perfect shape. Really cool. Oh, I just noticed, I didn't notice this before, we've got radios back here. And then power strip. So I don't know if this is plugged in or if we've got some sort of an inverter. Something like that somewhere. Not sure on that. There was a box here at one point. I don't know if that's CB radio or exactly what that is, that I think they had to remove. Looks like maybe, is this a sliding door here? I don't know, I'll have to play with that. It looks like this door slides shut though, from what I can tell. So that's kind of an interesting setup. So kind of cool up here in the cockpit. So let's swing around the back and take a look at that real quick. So back here in the back doors, so I've got two gurneys back here. I don't know what that is. This is just a bench here. I'm assuming for where the paramedics would sit. A couple of hooks there, kind of a backrest. It looks like there's storage up underneath here. Not sure what that is. And then you got the lights up top. That's pretty cool. All this lighting in here. Most likely, if I do anything with this, probably want to convert those to LEDs so they're a little more, they conserve a little more power. And then you've got these cool sliding compartments with shelves and stuff like that. Really cool. Let's get in the side door here. Show you a little better. So yeah, these are those sliding compartments I was telling you about. It looks like there's a little more storage down there. Really neat. Spare tire. So here's kind of a jump seat. Looks like storage underneath there. Jump seat for the paramedic to sit in. Oh, that opens that way. Not sure. Yep, spare tire in there. Can barely get that cracked open. I don't know. Pretty fun stuff. Really cool to kind of check out and see what all we've got. I'm pretty sure the first thing that we need to do though is get a battery in this and see if the lights and siren work, because that's what I'm most excited about. I want to check that out, see if that works, and then we'll figure out kind of what to do from there. Okay, we got the gurneys out. Gurneys, stretchers, I don't know the medical terms. Anyways, we got them out so we can see in here a little bit better. Got that bracket that I think is made to catch the wheels, or yeah, just to basically stop them so that once they're in and the door's shut, they can't roll back and forth, which is kind of a nice setup. Got storage underneath here, which is really cool. Yeah, we kind of looked at the different sliders, the different cubbies, just storage everywhere. Really kind of a neat setup. Got 12-volt back. I did throw a battery in it real quick. I did a test crank and the motor does turn over. The fuel gauge doesn't hardly move though, so I think it might be like completely out of fuel, but the fuel in it might be bad anyways, so we'll take that one step at a time. I just wanted to make sure that it would crank, turn over, kind of figure out what's next. I figured it would, because when I talked to the guy when I was making arrangements to get it, he said that it drove in when he backed it in. Drove in, or I guess it wasn't he that backed it in, but the last time that it was parked in there, it drove into place, and nobody has tried to start it up since. The reason why they're getting rid of it is because he said that they would only drive it once a year and that was to have it inspected. And the state of Utah did away with annual inspections, I don't know how long ago, 5-6 years ago maybe. So I think since then, that was the last time that it was started up, was fired up, was the last time that it needed an inspection. So that could be 5-6 years ago. I honestly don't know for sure. I haven't gotten a good read on that. So he said worst case scenario, it might have bad gas, should fire up, should be good to go, should run and drive. So I'm excited about that. The other thing is that it has been stored in a garage bay, so it's been completely enclosed, protected from the weather, all that stuff. I mean, you could just by the look of these seats, you can tell good shape. The dash, no cracks on the dash. I mean, everything's just just in really good shape, which is just incredible to me. What do you think of this color, huh? What color is that, Double T? Is it like a brown? Tan?
Probably like, no, light brown or something.
Light brown? Definitely a 70s vehicle, that's for sure. So, but let's check out the sirens and stuff. You want to check those out?
Sure.
So, I'll let you do it, Double T, and I'm going to go stand out. So we've got, let's see. We need the main, well, we'll just kick all these on so you see everything. So you can see the lights in the back there, can you? Get you down. Lights in the back are on, which is cool. And we've got flashing lights, got the floodlights on, got the beacon up top going. Okay, can you turn the siren, bud? So you can hear the PA. The knob on the siren.
What knob?
Yeah, the middle knob. Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the middle knob. Yeah, this one here. So turn it this way to those different settings. Now talk in it.
What do you think you're doing? How dare you?
Pretty cool. I was told that I cannot use those, so I will probably be repurposing the flashing lights.
Meow, meow, meow.
Obviously the siren. Obviously I can't run down the highway with lights and sirens on, so probably a good chance I'll be repurposing a lot of that. So really cool. Everything's working. Oh, I didn't even notice these ones up here. Got flashers up there going too. So pretty cool setup. I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. I'm just thrilled with the condition that it's in, the functionality of everything. Pretty exciting stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know. I just saw a Dodge Maxi van ambulance that was 4-wheel drive with low miles, good condition, and I thought, yep, that's me, gotta have it. So I put a bid in on it. They were doing kind of like a silent auction. You submitted your bid, didn't know what anybody else bid on it, and I was the high bid on it, which means maybe I was way too high, or maybe I just squeaked by, I don't know. I put in a pretty conservative bid, I thought, for what it was. That was the high bid. It was mine. I was totally surprised when I got the call. So I think this is the perfect foundation for a camper. Obviously, anybody watching this probably knows the van life and all these people that are kind of repurposing vans and ambulances and everything under the sun to make campers out of. Really, I think this is ideal for that because it's 4-wheel drive, because of the size, because of low miles, because it's got all the 12 volt. I mean, if I convert these floods, if I convert those floods to LEDs, and it's got the 12 volt system through the back, it's already got the shelving and the racks. I mean, it makes sense to convert it into a camper. Or maybe I'll just get it up and running, drive it around because it's cool, and sell it. I don't know. You tell me. Put down in the comments below what you think I ought to do with this, and what you think the ultimate plan should be, and I'll take that into consideration as we move forward with it. Trying to go backwards and she won't move. I think we're stuck.